I welcome you all, especially Mr. Nitin and Mrs. Tarunesh from Microsoft team for sharing their tools with us. I also wish you all good health during this period. I appreciate Professor Vishal Goel's initiative for bringing the Microsoft team to Punjab University Patiala. COVID-19 with its academic and administrative activities uninterruptedly through electronic modes. We held our prestigious meeting of Syndicate, Finance Committee, all deans and heads, and also seminars and many more. Above all, we initiated very aggressively online teaching. We are the first university where we have imparted training to teachers for preparing them for online teaching, and we have created a web page of core components. I advise you all, you must visit that web page where huge information, including lectures, external links, and all circulars relating to e-learning modes. You will find very huge, rich information, and we are assessing our performance so far e-learning mode is concerned from time to time, and we are fully satisfied so far these on-learning tools are concerned. Again, I think we are the first university, at least in this region, for inviting Microsoft team to share its learning e-learning tools as well as other activities to be conducted through e-learning mode. When we will interact with the team, you will find that Microsoft team is the most prestigious team. It's a digital hub that brings conversation, content, assignment, and other initiative together at one place. It is a platform where we can interact with each other. I think this is a golden opportunity for the faculty of Punjab University Patiala, its constituent colleges, regional centers, neighborhood campuses. Therefore, we should, because what I'm thinking, and as the evidence suggests, that during post-COVID period, online teaching will become an integral part of our teaching pedagogy. Therefore, we should be preparing ourselves during this COVID period for online methodologies, and the University Grants Commission has decided 70% traditional and 25% online learning. It may change even 50-50. Therefore, future post-COVID period is traditional teaching methodology and on learning, and this university has taken this initiative to build the capacity of our teachers so that they can prepare themselves for the post-COVID period. With these remarks, I again welcome the Microsoft team for this presentation, and also express my thanks for sharing their valuable tools with us. And I also once again congratulate Mr. Vishal Goel and his team for taking this initiative, taking this lead in this region. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. B.S. Bhuvan. And very good morning, all the educators from the Punjabi University Patiala. And before starting with my session, I take this opportunity with a small little prayer that I hope and believe that everybody is safe and sound in this COVID time. So I would like to appreciate also and ask you all that you all are ensuring teaching and the learning process, along with looking after your family members, managing all the household chores, and still standing strong. So you all deserve a huge round of applause from the Microsoft side. And also, I'm very happy and glad to privileged to be working with you today on this webinar. I know we have sent you, the live webinar link, right? Before that, it was only the Teams webinar link only for the 250 participants. But I can see right now 461 participants, and it keeps increasing. Now I can see 462 attendees are a part of this live webinar, and we can go maximum up to 10,000 on the live webinar. But on the Teams meeting, it is only 250. So let me introduce myself Nitin Pahwa, and I take care of the K-12 and the higher education business. I have Raina also with me. She is a territory channel manager from the Microsoft India, and my entire team, Namrata and Tarnesh also, who is already in touch with Vishal, right? How to implement the technology into the Patiala University, the Punjabi University, sorry. So I will be taking you through this webinar today, and so please be with me, and I take you through this virtual mode webinar. Also, I have the moderators also with me. They will be catching all your conversations, and I would urge everyone, please use the chat window and kindly pose your questions or queries just in case. So please use the chat window, and at various intervals, we will pause the session, and we will try to answer it, whatever the queries will come. So let me talk about the next slide, which is very important, and these kind of webinars which we are doing across India for all the educators in the country, like Accelerate Education through Virtual Classroom, learning goes on the Microsoft Teams. If I will talk about myself, in the last 35 days, I have touched 9,672 educators as of now, and I can add 400 plus educators for today also. So I will cross 10,000 educators in the last 35 days. Okay, so these are the webinars which we are doing across India for the schools, for the colleges, universities, institutions like Still Learning, Still Growing. We all are together. It is not just because of the COVID, but we are doing Microsoft sessions, keep going right for the students and the educators community both. So let me talk about a little bit on the Microsoft in Education. So Microsoft in Education is with this Microsoft intends to accomplish their mission of empowering both educators and the students alike, so that you are able to create excellence in your class, or you are able to stay connected with your students. And also we are able to present some use scenarios today to you, how to integrate teaching and the learning in everyday software with that interest at heart. I will request you to please use the chat window. Thank you so much. And now I'm moving on to the another slide, which is very, very important. And I think lots of you, all the educators who have joined today from the browsers, different browsers, from the different, the devices also. I just want to highlight a little bit on the security part. And security nowadays are very, very important, because due to the COVID also, lots of educators are using their personal laptops, even the students also. And the security is a major concern. And in the last few weeks, if you heard about, the news on the security, lots of third-party softwares are available into the market, but they are not secured. Even day before yesterday, I saw the article from the AICT. Even AICT also mentioned about the Microsoft Teams, that how secured is this platform, and how, we can teach, the students right through virtually or through the remote learning. So let me give you an example that we as a Microsoft have seen a new daily record of 2.7 billion meeting. Okay, this is 2.7 million meeting minutes in one day. So can you believe that 200% increase from 900 million on March of 16? So that was the figure 2 months back I'm talking about. And, today it is just into 4, you can say. So it is not just the COVID-19 that we now need to worry about. So while we as a Microsoft, we all are moving to remote working for education continuity. And we as a Microsoft is noticing that some disturbing trends like increasing trends in cyber threats, weak security practice in light of education continuity, rise in adoption of insecure collaboration apps, lack of security awareness among users while working remotely. And let me try to give you an example. And in my coming, the PowerPoint presentation, and where I will give you the live demo also, I use more examples, so which will help you to understand more into the depth. So let me try to give you a little bit background how Microsoft is operating across the globe. So we have segregated internationally the world into 42 regions right now. And under 42 regions, we have established 152 data centers. I'm repeating again, under the 42 regions, we have established 152 data centers which are owned by Microsoft. And all these 152 data centers are completely worldwide by Microsoft itself. So these are all connected by Microsoft, and we are not dependent on country to country or on different to different ISP providers also. So that there is no chance that our services will get interrupted at any point of time. Or with that, if you look at all the data centers are situated differently into different civic zones, right? So as per that particular country's law land of that particular law and overall parameters on the compliance perspective or from the security feature standpoint, we are absolutely compliant, and we as the company, right, follow the GDPR policy also. So let me, talk about today Microsoft Teams, and I think that's the reason everyone has joined today. Let me see, how many educators has joined as of now. 470 educators I can see as of now. That's a good thing. Okay, so today I will be taking you the Microsoft Teams. What I would want to begin with that Microsoft Teams is much beyond just being a tool to connect for the video and the audio conferencing. So our purpose is to connect with each other, with our students, much beyond the COVID times, or even with the synchronous or asynchronous manners, right? Which means that is not only the 20, 30, 40 or 1 hour period, right? For which you are making the video or the audio call with your students, but you should be connected beyond that because they need us in those fields. So with the Microsoft Teams, you cannot only make a call, but you can share the files, you can have private interaction with the students, you can like their work, you can calendar and schedule calls at your convenience, and you can chat with them not only with everybody together, but also private chats with one-on-one. And remember, those children who always want to come to your table and speak to you, while address all the students together with the Microsoft Teams platform. So let me give you, the bird eye view of the Microsoft Teams for the next 5 minutes, and then we will move forward, to the Microsoft Teams demo, where I can show you the Microsoft Teams and how it works basically. And it's very, very simple. So when it can bring together, you together, your students, teachers in one room or the virtual room for collaboration, where you may be sitting anywhere using any device. So we are device and browser agnostic. So you could be using any browser, any device to connect and collaborate, to use all the Office 365 application under this. So let me give you an example. Today, around 470 educators who has joined today, they have joined from the different browsers. Even they have joined from the different devices. Somebody has joined from the MacBook, somebody has joined from the iPhone, somebody has joined from the laptop, Windows laptop, or from the Linux environment, right? So whatever the devices are there, the interface looks almost the similar basically, but due to the size of the device, it's little bit changed, and few of the features which will not be visible from the mobile like Android and iPhone, but your basic and the second and the third level of the interaction and the depth feature, which is already a part of the mobile features also. So the communication which is absolutely important right now, and every child's want to still hear from their teacher that the word of appreciation or that out clarification needs to happen. So communication is a big chunk or a pillar over here, right, with the Microsoft Teams, which caters you. So let me talk about, the personalized part, right? If you can see over here, this collaboration part I have already discussed, the communication part and the personalization part, which I want to discuss. That apart from that, making a call, you can give your student assignments, will create meaningful assignments for them, create great books, where the teachers sit overnight to create great books over here within the Microsoft Teams platform. As you give assignments, all the data collected all by itself, and great books are created all by itself. All you need to do is to export them by downloading them in an Excel sheet. Don't worry, I will give you a demo for that. And they are accessible to you, so you may use them as you would like. Moving forward, there is one more feature, which is the notebook, right? I just want to take 1 minute on this part and then we will move forward. So there is one notebook embedded with your Microsoft Teams. So everything that you do as a class together always stay together. So let me talk about a little bit on the OneNote class notebook, that how it improves the quality of the classroom from the collaboration and from the interactivity standpoint, right? It helps to improve teaching and improve learning outcomes also. So this OneNote, right, saves students a tremendous amount of time, right? What teacher is teaching in the class, right, through remote learning or through physical learning or whatever. So I just want to add one more thing. I know everyone is missing the university right now, the physical university. Everyone is locked down like me, sitting at home, and there is everyone is taking care of their children, the household work, the family members, right? But everyone is missing. Even I'm also missing my Microsoft Office right now, sitting at home for the last more than 50 days. I'm also missing. So what Microsoft is bringing over here, we are migrating the physical classroom into the remote learning, right, through the virtual classroom. I know once you as a professor, as a faculty, you enter into your class, right, and then you take a charge, right, of your entire class, more from the projector screen standpoint, or if you are using the blackboards, the whiteboards, the green board, whatever, the gadgets you use into the physical classroom, same kind of environment we are giving over here. That is, the number one. Second, the tools and how to create the classroom. So for example, before starting of the year, right, all the professors, all the educators, maintain their attendance register. Or for example, I'm not aware, right, if the Punjabi University is using the biometrics technology or the access card kind of technology. In that also, it's a one-time job when you have to maintain the student details, right, in that. Right, in the attendance register, you keep adding, the students basically, and whoever is coming in the mid of the year, you keep adding into that. So let me, take you through the various feature of Microsoft Teams today, and I will be taking you through various things about what can you do with Microsoft Teams, why use Microsoft Teams, and how do you give assignments, and how do you exist as a class team. So let me take you there and show you that what all you can do on the team. So I'm taking you right now over here, and what you see, just confirm me, my moderators, right? Just hold down. Can you see my screen right now? Just give me a thumbs up. Just give me a thumbs up or the bingo. If you can see my screen right now, let me share it again. Just a second. Again, okay. Please confirm me via chat if you can see my. Okay, thank you so much. So let me start right with the first window, the interface window. If you can see over here, just a second, it is coming up. Okay. So if you can see, this is the live window right now, the small window, and you can see over here, there is a turn camera on, there is a mute and the unmute button is there. And if there is a screen sharing, which is already sharing with you right now, and there are 3 dots and there is a hang up, right? So let me turn on my camera and hope everyone can see me right now. Just a second. Yes. Good morning, everyone. Okay. So this is the camera and the camera button where, you can disable the camera or switch on the camera button. The another feature is the mute and the unmute button. Right now, I'm not going to mute everyone because you will not able to hear myself. And the third button is the share screen. So right now, I have already shared with my entire desktop with you. And if I jump between the different files, I do not have to stop or pause. I can literally just jump over here and come back over here into my Teams call. For example, I keep tweaking, between the PowerPoint presentation and the Microsoft Teams window. So let me give you an example. So for my class, this is the preferred mode when I am joining a class because I might need more than one tool to present and not only a PowerPoint. Therefore, I use my share icon to do that basically. There is another option right under this right now because I'm doing the live webinar, right? And the background part is not coming up over here. So the background part is very, very important feature under the Microsoft Teams, right? And like someone you have switched on your video or so when you switch on your video, you might not be comfortable sharing your background. The same I have done few seconds back, right? And you could have special background effects and you could be anywhere else conducting your classes. So this is what, how you can use that feature basically. There are lots of wallpapers and you can download more and more wallpapers, right, from the different sources, right? Let me talk about a very interesting feature, which is the turn live caption, right? So right now I just click on the live caption and you can see whatever I'm speaking is getting typed, right? Along with this is extremely important when the people are not in a very good zone or they have weak signals or if they have a challenge in hearing. For example, if my voice is breaking for them to look, these live captions come in very handy and make my participants inclusive. So right now I'm just turn off the live captions. And the next option is the keypad and the recording is already going on and turn off incoming video. So this is the feature, right? Turn off live incoming video. Right now I have switched off this thing. Otherwise you will see, all the people who have joined through their webcams, right, can come over onto the stream mode basically. So let me move forward and talk about the another feature, which is the show participants. So on this window, you can see, the participants who are a part of that, right? So for example, if you are in this meeting and can be seen over here, so there is no need for the teachers to take any attendance. And very soon we are coming up with the button also on the same page where you can download the entire attendance, right? Whether 250 students has joined or, the 100 student has joined, right? So you can download that. So all they need to do is, like as a teacher, they need to look up over here and all the attendance can be seen over here, and anyone who joined their meeting had dropped out for any of the reason. So this will also be listed separately right down here, or in a or for example, if you want to add up somewhere who has left, right, that also you can bring it over onto the show participants window basically. So let me move forward and talk about, the another feature, which is if you can see over here, there is a left side. What you see is the dark bar. And over here, the first activity is the bell icon activity. Let me click over here. Okay. And you can see there are lots of notifications, which are a part of my internal organization. And so this activity which will keep me posted on any activity that has happened in my teams, or will keep me informed that someone is put up in assignments, for example, in your case, right? Or someone added me to a group. So all of that will stay here just the way you did notifications in any of those social media tools like WhatsApp, like the Facebook or the LinkedIn also. So this is the activity window, right? More from the notification standpoint. Right now, there is no any notification which has come over here under the activity. Let me talk about, the next item that you can see over here. Let me click on the chat, and right now you can see there are lots of, the calls which are going parallelly. There is one call which is going right now, with all of you. All the Punjabi University educators, professors has already joined. And there is another call, right, which is the Edu webinar, right, which is going on. Okay. And so let's take an example. In the physical college or the physical university, what generally happen, right? VC or, whoever the coordinators, whoever is the senior, keep, going into the different classes, whether the classes are going fine or not, right? So VC is always on the round, or, the coordinators, right, to check everything is going fine or not. So same kind of environment we are giving under this for those coordinators, administrators, vice principal, VC, right? So they can jump into the another call, right? So let me show you. But I'm not going to join any of the call because I'm interacting right now with all of you. If I can join the another call, you will miss me, right? To deliver this session. So I will show you. If I can remove my mouse over here, you can see there is a camera button which will get disabled, right? When I go onto there, right, it will get disabled. When I will remove my mouse, it will come over there. So I can join any of the call, right, which is going on currently at my Teams window, right? So this is, basically, for all the coordinators who want the same multiple classes that are going on, and ask their teacher to include you in those calls, basically. Okay, so this is for them. And let me talk about, the another feature which is very, very important. I know all the educators who have joined today, they are already doing the chats, right, through the different modes, right, via WhatsApp, via Facebook, LinkedIn, or whatever the different social media tools are there. But right now, I will talk about that how chat is, we can, is under the Microsoft Teams, basically. So let me give you an example that, for example, you are into the class meeting with me. Let's say there is some question that you cannot ask publicly. Or let's take an example that all the students in your university, they come out to ask question publicly, right? And they might not want to ask in front of everybody, or they might want to come and ask you. So I will be able to show you that sometimes when I am hosting my classes with the students or first with the educators, they don't ask upfront, but they combine on one-on-one question. Nitin sir, when, so for example, if I'm giving any project to them, when do we have to submit the project, right? On whatever the Microsoft tools is there. So, those students now always come and ask again and again, and, they need to be reassured one-on-one, and this is their space to connect with them one-on-one, and I will show you how it will be. Let me ping, to my moderators. No, sorry, Sarpreet is on leave today. Let me type Taranjit Singh. If he's online, yes, I can see. Hello, Taran. You there? Good morning. It's already good afternoon. Okay. Let's see if he can reply. So you can see over here, right? I just enable my chat right now, and I can get into one-on-one conversation. So for example, if I will mention when do we meet, or so this conversation will be between me and my moderator right now. Same in your case, right? That conversation between the student and the professor or the faculty, whoever is there in your university. So this is one-on-one chat that is going on, and no one else can see this chat. So this is basically your direct messages. As you call it, the powers are much more than the DM, right? You can do the video conferencing, you can do the audio conferencing, you can share the desktop file or the specific Windows file also. So this feature I have not discussed more in a elaborative way over here because I have already shared my screen with all of you. But right now I just sharing the same feature which is visible over here also. So if as a student, as a teacher, I want to share a specific window on whatever the project or whatever the subject, right? I can share it from here. So it is my choice whether I want to share my window or whether I want to share a specific desktop, right? My entire desktop, sorry. So today I shared my entire desktop. That's the reason you are able to see my PowerPoint presentation and the Microsoft window also. So I keep tweaking between the two screens. Okay, so let me talk about the another feature which is very, very important. As I said in the starting that the group of students can collaborate with each other. So I just want to repeat it again, the collaborative part. Very important how the group of students can collaborate, how the the group of 3 students, group of 100 students, whatever the group is there. Even for the faculty also to share the best practices, for example, whatever the subject they are teaching, right? Or the administrator group also. So whatever is there, depend on the customer to customer. So let me show you how we can create the groups. So let's take an example that the Punjabi University, one of the professor has given the project to their class, right? At this point of time that, and what professor has done, they have divided, the students into the different groups. Let's take an example, the group of 5 students, or let's take example of group of 10 students. So let me show you that how collaborative work we can do it over here. So let me click over here and let me type, okay, my moderators over here. Let me type Taranjit Singh. Let me type, Sarnesh over here. Let me type Raina, for example. And let me create a group. Let's take an example, Punjabi University. Let's take an example. I will give a name to this project like Human Brain, for example. Today, this is the professor which the project we have given, right? For example, we are from the first year students, right? And let's see, the group has created now. How many people, including me? Let's see, Namrata is there, myself, Raina is there, Taranjit Singh is there, Tarnesh is there. All the 5 peoples over here. Let me ping everyone. Hello, everyone. So let's see if somebody will reply on this, on this group or not. But let me move forward and tell you more into the depth. So now the group has created. I can change the group name from here, but right now I'm not going to do. I can share the files also because there is some supporting documents which related to the Human Brain project. Let me share. Upload from my computer or from OneDrive. So let me see if something is lying up over here. There are lots of files. Let me, publish this, right? For example, this is a file which I have shared. And from here, I can go back onto the different pages. And you can see over here, this file has come over here. So whether it's a PowerPoint presentation, the Word document, or whatever the file which is kept in your laptop or whatever the device you're using, you can share it. And now all the 5 students, right, can open at the same time and they can start working on the same project. You can see Taranjit and Tarnesh has also replied, right? Let me also give them the bingo over here. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Taran and Tarnesh. And now I can do the video conferencing, audio, and the sharing part, which was already there right into the chat window and this window also. And here you can see the 5 people who are a part of this group, but you want to invite your professor and you want to show, the first project to them, that how the first version, right, which you all 5 of us has prepared on the Human Brain. And I will add from here my teacher, my professor, or whoever the faculty member is there, right? So they can share the inputs or the feedback about this. And after that, he or she can move out from this group, basically. So, but today I got a feedback from my teacher, for example, and my professor or my faculty has told me that, Nitin, can you please add 2 more students in this group? Because I can see there is a good progress which is going on under this project. And now I can add, more students also in this group, right? Like I have mentioned over here, Sarpreet Singh. So my Teams window will ask, do you want to include into the chat history, or you want to include chat history from the past number of days, or you want to include all chat history? So it is up to me. You want to include, from the past number of days, whatever the chat is going on, right, to that new students like Sarpreet, or it is up to you. You do not want to include. So in this way, you can add up and, those new students will be a part of this group. And depend on the option, they can see what is going on from the last 1 month on under this group, right? Through the chat conversation and whatever the files which has shared right between all 5 of us. So those files also be visible to that 6th and the 7th student also. Now let me move forward right to the main window. So this is how you can do the collaboration part over here in this window. You can do the chatting also over here. As a administrator, as a principal, vice principal, VC, you can jump on, for example, parallelly between 10 o'clock, between 12 o'clock, there are 100 classes are going on into the Punjabi University. And VC want to go into each and every call and spend 2 minutes only. Yes, he can also go, right, to join, the multiple calls, right, at the same time. And you can see, I can see the chats, right, for the last 1.5 months, right? It is a part of that. And if I want to, get the older one from here, I can just search it from here. So now I am moving on to the another window, right, which is just a second. It is loading at your end. Okay. So that Teams window. So now I'm talking about, the third window, which is very, very important. And here, you as a Punjabi University, all the educators are there. But before I will talk, let me see how many educators have joined today. 444. Good. That's good. Okay. So here, as educators, I would request, I would urge everyone, please focus on this window. It is very, very important. The same you do it into your physical classes in your university, same you can do it over here. There is nothing new. So the starting of the session, you always maintain the attendance register, which I have already given an example in the starting of my session. Same, you have to create the different groups and the different channels. So let me talk about what is the group over here and what is the channel. And you can see there are lots of groups which are a part of that in the square shape, right? And with the short form. And there are different channels, which is also a part of that. You can see, let me show you, the very big channel over here under the Pune Education team, right? So let me talk about and give you a definition of what is the group over here and what is the channel. So group you can see right in the square shape, right, with the short form, like, one of the group I have created like science subject, and you can see the different channels over there. So as a faculty, as an educator, you are conducting, for example, whatever the subject. Let's take example again for the science subject, and you are taking the first year, second year, third year, and the fourth year classes, right? I don't know, is there any sections also under that or not, right? You know better than me from the Punjabi University standpoint, but yes, you as a, whatever the subject professor and the educator or the faculty, that is a group basically. So let's take an example of science subject, that is the group. And under that, you can create n number of channels, right? For example, the first year, second year, and for example, in the second year, there are 2 different classes. So under that also, you can create more channels. So this is how, you do it in your physical classes, right? You go into the multiple classes and conduct the classes, depend on the subject, right? Same over here. And this is only a one-time class. Every time you no need to add all your students. So for example, in Punjabi University, if 10,000 students are there, and it's a only one-time job which all the educators has to do, whatever the classes they are conducting, right? And whatever the classes is given by the administrator or the senior faculty of the Punjabi University. So let me show you how we can do that. And before I will tell you, I just want to show that how we can create the team also. So this is the button where you can see lots of teams group has already created, internally in my organization. And I just want to show you just a second. So here the different groups are there. So when you as a teacher, as a faculty or the educator, when you will click on this join or create a team, right, you can see, this window will come over there, right? Let me spend, 1 minute on this, and then we will move forward. You want to create the class? Yes, everybody want to create the class. I think that's the reason your VC has told, right, to move on to the virtual classroom kind of scenario, right, through the Microsoft Teams platform. And the another feature is the PLC, staff, and the standard, right? I know lots of administrators has also joined today for this session. So I just want to spend a little bit on the PLC and the staff, and the class, though obviously, we can create. So PLC is basically for the educators to collaborating within a professional learning community. What is PLC? professional learning community, and all the administrators, faculty development team, everybody will come under this one place, under the PLC basically, right? And you want to make announcements as an administrator, or you want to draw policies, you want to take a vote, you want to have a university-wide organization might talk with all the educators. So whatever, you as a college or you as a university, right, for example, come out as a policy that we don't want students to create things, that is also possible, but these things are very effective, right? If you want to run any kind of clubs or any kind of activities like kinds of programs, reading program, or for example, let's take example, you want to run a club, right, for the mathematics subject, or for the coding clubs, right, or some kind of hackathon, or for any of those in one of the most important type, right? You can do it over here under the PLC group. So it is not all about, only the classes, right? There is more than that. Coming back to the next option, which is the staff part, basically. Staff leaders and staff members collaborating on school or the university administration and the development. So staff means allow university administrators and the faculty to share information and work together, right? University-wide initiatives, for example, with staff notebook, right, built-in, or staff can publish university policies for the whole team to access or create individual professional development plans, right? This is what, staff is being used for that purpose. Standard is a normal group you want to create, like, between the teachers to teacher, or, between the administrator, whatever, right? And coming back to the main type of team today, this is the very purpose remote learning, right? Which is the class basically. So while creating that, when we will click onto the onto the Microsoft class basically, right, it will ask for the subject, and the same I have created over here, the science subject. And you can create the two type of groups over here. One, you want to make it a public, so anyone can see that, and you want to create another one as a private also. So it is up to you, whatever you want to make it, right? Whether you want to make it as a public or you want to make it as a private basically, it will be a more secure way, right? No one can enter in that group, right? So let me tell you how to do that, right? So for example, manage team, right? This is the science subject as a demo which we have created, and there are two owners under this group. One is myself and one is my colleague, right? And under this, you can see there are lots of already, under the demo, lots of students, means my moderators are already a part of that. If I want to make, for example, Taranjit Singh as an owner, right? And you can see he will come automatically on this window, right? And I will make him a student again. For example, the member, he will, just a second. I have moved myself over there. Okay. So I moved myself over there, for example, as a member, right? So you can do different things right from here, right? If you want to move the one of your member into the owner, or you want to add as a member also. So let me, create one channel over here, add channel. Let me type over here, Punjabi University, for example. Okay. And if you want to add description, you can add the description also. Just a second. It is going to create. Yes, it has come over here. And now we have created, the channel of Punjabi University under the science subject over here. Got it? And let me go back to the Punjabi University. And now if I want to add, the number of students over here, I can add it over here. So let me, ping on the manage channel. Just a second. Sorry to interrupt. Okay. So now what I've done, I just click on the Punjabi University on the three dots where I have added, to how to manage the channel. And now you can see there is no any permission. Why? because I have created myself as a member. So as a member, I can't add, the more students. Let me go back onto the science subject and let's see if, just a second, let me change it over here. So let me ping Neeti if she can, because Neeti has created, right, to me a owner and the member. Let me add up over here, just a second. Just hold on for a second. So sorry, I have muted you and I have called Neeti, right, to make me a owner of this group, right, because by mistake I have moved, myself as a owner into the member category, right, and moved, Taranjit over here, and you can see it will reflect in few seconds over here. In meanwhile, I will show you, the another feature. Just a second. Okay, she is doing in between. Let me go back to the Punjabi University and let me, show you another feature, which is the channel notification. If somebody as a teacher, if I want to add something, right, to my group, right, it will come over here as an activity, which I already discussed in the bell icon shape. You want to make the hide the channels, you can make it with the help of this button. Get email address, yes, through this also you can get the link to the channel also and the email address also. And for example, I want to add this channel over here, and I can add the channel. For example, I'm Patiala, Punjabi University, Patiala. Let's see if that name will come over here or not. It has come. Okay, yes, it has come over here. And if I want to delete this channel, I can delete this channel also. So let me go back and see if Neeti has changed, over there or not. Let me see. Okay, yes, not changed myself. Just a second. Let me show you, the another group. Let me go back onto this because I'm the owner over here. Let me manage the team over here. Just a second. Neeti, have you added? Have you added? So right now, she's doing that. I think she's on the call. And here is a member you can see. Let me add, the channel over here, right? Add the channels like Punjabi University. And let me do that over here immediately. It is coming up. Let me see, where is the Punjabi University? Yes. And now I'm just managing the channel. Let me on this and add, the people over here. Let me manage and let me type over here, Dharmesh Singh, for example, my moderator. Or let me type, she's already added, Ranjit Singh. Gurpreet Singh, for example, Mohit, for example, or let me type, Nikita over there, right? So see, I just added, the 3 students as of now, my rest of the moderators, because Tarnesh, Taran, Sarpreet have already added, right, in previously. So now the group has created, and now we are ready, to do whatever, we want to do it under this, right? So let me go back onto the Punjabi University. All the 3 students has added over here. And now I'm ready, to do the announcement over here. So let me click over here, and you can see there are 2 options which are available. What I have done, I just click on this button, right? To compose the message, right? and I am going to do the announcement. So for example, today I discuss about like human brain, for example, and I want to add the image. If I want to add up, let me add whatever the image is lying with me, human brain, and this is a science subject, for example. I want to add the instruction that everyone please join the tomorrow session on time, which is 11 a.m., right? For 1 hour, for example, or whatever the instruction you want to type, you can type, or you can ask, tell them that we are sending the calendar also very soon, or if something related to the human brain, right? Some supporting document, that also you can do it, right? With the help of this option. When I click onto the attachment, it will ask me, you want to upload from OneDrive, upload from my computer, or even from the anything which is lying under any of the teams and the channels over here, right? So right now, nothing is at my end to share, with the students, and I'm now ready, to do the announcement on the human brain. And you can see over here, there is a red button which has come right with the mic that yes, the announcement has gone to all my students who was a part of this group. And now what I'm going to do with the help of these 3 dots right over here, and you can get it from this plus sign also. So I just click onto the calendar and new meeting. So let me raise this window. And for example, add title, science subject, first year students. And here, add required attendance. What I discussed few minutes back, that in the second screen of the Teams, where at the same times, your VC, the coordinator, administrators, or the teachers can also join the multiple calls over there, right? So right now, for example, I'm adding, like my colleague over here, Neeti Suta, and tomorrow is what? 12th. Just a second. 12th of May, and tomorrow we have a class at 11 a.m. and there is no any limit, right? You can do it for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, or whatever basis, your requirement. So 10 to 12, we have a science subject class for the first year students. So you want to repeat this class again, or you want to make it as a timetable, like between Monday to Friday at same time, between 11 to 12, or you want to make it right daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, or even the customize option is also available. So I don't want to repeat this. And the another option which see over here, right? Sorry, the time has been changed from just a second, 11 a.m. to 12. Okay, so add channels. So it will ask me, right, whatever the channel you want to add up over here. So when I click over here, the add channel, it show me, the different channels on my screen. So right now, I just click it and go on to the Pune Edu, because we have created the Punjabi University over there, and click here the Punjabi University. So whatever the students has added under the Punjabi University, or for example, whatever the class, the channel I have created, right, they can get this calendar while clicking this send button. And here there is a space where you can send the instruction about the class or whatever, right? There is a formatting toolbar is also there. The same you can see into the Word document and other tools also. And now I am ready as a professor, as a teacher, right, to send this button, right? Click over here, and this meeting request, this calendar has gone, to all my students, and I will go back to the Teams, and you can see, first I have done the announcements to my students that tomorrow by 11 o'clock, we have a class, right? And here I have sent the calendar. And here, with the help of these 3 dots, I can see the view meeting details also. So I just click it over here, and you can see the same meeting has come over here. Join online now, right? So everyone has joined today, for the live webinar. But here I'm talking about, the Teams webinar basically, right? And the same you can do it under, the live webcast also. So let me close this window and go back. Now the classes, for example, today is 12th of May, 11 o'clock has started. And now all the students will start coming the same way you have joined today for this session. But today you have joined through the live webinar. That's the reason it's not a two-way communication where only I'm speaking, but you are just hearing my session, right? And only option which is left, right, with the chat button. And I know everyone has joined from the different browsers because you are not using the Microsoft Teams platform. That's the reason only you can hear me right now. You can see the presentation, whatever I'm presenting right now, or whoever is able to see the chat window, right? They can see the chat button only. So, but under the Microsoft Teams, right, it's a two-way communication, right? You can mute all the participants, right, from your end because you are the admin. You have a full control at your end as an educator. Students are just the participant, right? They just whatever the teacher will show to them basically. So right now, for example, all the student has joined, right, through on the session on the platform, and the class has already started. And now what I'm going to do, I will teach my students with the help of PowerPoint presentation or with the help of, the different tools. So see what I have done over here. Let me click again to show you. I just click onto the plus button, right? When I click onto the plus button, you can see there are lots of Microsoft tools which are a part of that, like Excel, Forms, OneNote, SharePoint, PowerPoint presentation, Word document, Visio is there, Power BI is there. And there are 150 applications which are a part of this group, right? There are so many learning tools which are a part of this this window. So no need to go onto the Windows button and get your OneNote or get a Word document, PowerPoint. Everything you can open from here basically. But here I will show you, the power of, the OneNote. OneNote is very, very powerful, and which I discuss in the presentation also in my PowerPoint presentation, that OneNote class notebook which can make the class collaboratively. So class notebook creates spaces automatically, right, from the private notes or classified notes, or communication between the faculty and the students also, and much more than that, right? How it can improve the quality of the class collaboration also. Let me click over here on the OneNote, and you can see there are lots of notebooks which are a part of that. The same you also maintain at your end into the physical diary, or some educators are maintaining into the mobile phones under Note, right? Or under the Word document. So whatever the platforms are available at your end, you maintain your diaries basically. But right here it is more in a elaborative way and more into with lots of 100+ features which are a part of that, and very easy to use, and no need to save it because there is no any save button under this. Basically, it is live. So let me click on one of the class notebook over here and show you, how we as an educator, as a faculty, how you will start conducting the classes, right, with your students basically. So let me show you. There is an example at my end which I have created, right, for one of the school basically. You can see lots of classes, right, lots of subjects which are a part of that. And here I can add, the sections also. Let me maximize this window. Then you can see more in a bigger way. So let me, click on this section. So for example, today we are talking about, Punjabi University. Yes. Okay. Let me create in front of you, and you can see how fast you can create, the class notebook. So this is what as a faculty you can create in advance, because by tomorrow 11 o'clock you have the class. And let me go back and bring one of the human brain over here, move copy into the Punjabi University and move it over here. Yes, and you can see from the class 3rd, and it has moved into the Punjabi University, and you can see the human brain project come over here. And now I'm ready as a teacher to start teaching my students, right, with the help of this window over here, right? Let me remove all the audio files which we have done in the past, and now I'm ready to talk about for example the human brain. And what I've done, wherever I will click, right, there is a text box which will come over there, right? So let me click, and now it's very difficult for the educators, right, while speaking, right, they will not able to write, which is very, very important on whatever the topic they are teaching to their students. Very important. Please look into my screen, and I'm just clicking over here with the help of this home button, right? and let me click the dictate button. Done. Just click it over here. Whatever I'm speaking right now about, the human brain project. So for example, while teaching, this is the diagram which has come over here, and I'm talking about, right, students, you can see, there are parts of brain, right? First, you can see the parietal lobe. The second one is the occipital lobe, and third one is the cerebellum, right? And how cerebrum works basically, right? Cerebrum is the largest brain of the part of brain, and is composed of right and the left hemisphere, and cerebrum is located under the cerebrum. So whatever I'm speaking right now, it is automatically typed over here. So as a teacher, as a faculty, as an educator, you no need to, pick up like, the marker or anything, right? If somebody is using the touch screen, right? They can use the touch screen also, but it's very difficult while teaching via laptop, right? You can start typing basically. So I know typing speed from all angle, it's not easy for everyone. And now I can drag this and, paste it anywhere, or I can delete it also like the way I delete it, right? With the help of my delete key on my keyboard. And now this is one of the example which I have given to you. And now I just want to tell that this is the whiteboard for me, for example, and there is one other whiteboard is also available. Let me click over here, and now I'm teaching my students, right, with the help of, these arrows. What is this? The same you do it on the blackboard, white and the green board also. And you can type it over here like, whatever is this. And now I just remove it and my original content will remain the same. And one more important thing, you want to make your voice also over there. So let me go back to the draw and let me click. Whatever the white space is there, you can click over here. Anywhere you can click. And now going on to the insert and click onto the audio. So whatever I'm speaking right now about the brainstem, that it acts as a relay center connecting to the cerebrum and the cerebellum to the spinal cord. So whatever I'm speaking, it is recording over here. Now I'm going to stop this, and whatever I have recorded, it will come in few seconds. Yes, my file is ready, all the audio recording, and I can paste it anywhere. So it will keep my session more interactive while giving through virtually or through, the remote learning with my students, right? And I want to jump directly from the human brain to the new screen also, right? Because generally what you do onto the blackboard and the whiteboard, or, you bring the new page, just untitled, you just get the new page over here. This is the whiteboard over here, and there is a lots of options which are available like the draw, and whatever you want to do it, you can do it on the screen in front of the children. And somebody, related to the mathematics subject, there are so many internal, the formulas, equations, quizzes, which are a part of this math tools bar also. Or for example, under Punjabi University, there is a social science subject or the history subject or the geography subject also. And the teacher, the educator want to, talk about, let me go back and talk about what, let me see something, right, which is lying over here, like photosynthesis in plants. So for example, this is the geography or, the history, the paragraph, right? And you want to teach your students, right, on this in a more elaborative way. So what I'm going to do over here, I just click over, onto the view and click it on the Immersive Reader. And now the entire paragraph has come over here. And now I can change the background also. I can, get more colors, right? It is up to me. Let me make it a blackboard right now. I can reduce the size. I can increase the size also. I can increase the screen, increase the spacing also between the words. I want to change the, the fonts or the text size. Yes, I can do that. And many colors and show source formatting. Yes, that also I can do from where, you have get this paragraph, right? And there is a button, right? The voice setting. You want to make it a female voice or the male voice, you can do it, right? So you can increase the speed, you can reduce the speed also from here. You can make it a male voice. It is up to you. Or for example, there are other options which are a part of that, but I want to show you very interesting thing, and let's see, if I can get something in Punjabi over here. So right now I just converted into the Kannada language. Let me see if there is any Punjabi language which is a part of this. Yes, Punjabi is there, right? I'm also Punjabi, but I'm not able to, write Punjabi and, read Punjabi. You know better than me. I know lots of educators who know Punjabi very well because you belongs to Punjab territory, and Patiala, the Punjabi University, obviously, the name is there. And this is how, in few seconds, you convert the entire lesson plan into the Punjabi language. And there are around more than 50 languages which are a part of that from the global standpoint, and from the India standpoint, there are 8 to 9 languages which it supports. Let me go back and let's do it in Hindi. Let me find out H over here, and this is Hindi, and let me convert the entire document into the Hindi also. So this is how you can convert into the different languages. And I just want to share a very good example nowadays when the small institutes which are closed, because I know more than 10,000 students in your Punjabi university, somebody is, learning, the Spanish or, the German language, right? And here, this is the best way where the students are converting and, learning different languages sitting at home right now. So this is a very good tool, right, under the class notebook, which is one notebook, and you can do many things over here. And right now, I'm going back. And now, for example, let me go back to the Punjabi University again. So this is the lesson plan which we discussed, right, few minutes back. And now you want to do some kind of revision with your students. And let me see, if everyone can see that. Let me expand it again. Now you want to add in terms of, the small exam you want to conduct with your students. Let me see how to do that. What I'm going to do over here, I just click it over onto the add button. But before I will show you this option, I just want to show you that while teaching, if the student have some queries, right, this is the button which they can use it, right, to send the messages also, attachment, the gifts, stickers, whatever is there. But again, I'm telling you, everything is under control. Whatever the rights you can give it to the students, only that they can do. I heard, right, in few of the schools, right, where the student has removed, the teachers from the Teams meeting, right, because the admin control, right, where the feature, like they have not disabled those features basically. So you are the admin person as a faculty, you have a full control on the Teams, right? If you want to make it that no one can share their screen, no one can open their video camera, right? And whenever you will ask, right, to ask something, then only they can reply. Yes, everything is under your control, the same way you control the classes, right, 2 months back in your university into the physical classroom. The same kind of scenario you can do it from here also. So let me tell you, how to conduct the exam, and it's very simple. And sorry, I don't want to put a burden on the shoulders of all the educators who are joined today, right, that Nitin is now talking about the exam also. So don't worry, I know it is a lockdown position. Everyone has their, they have the family, the kids also to take care, right, along with the household work also. So you just, as an educator, deliver the session to the students and give them the link, right, to join the, to do the question paper. And switch off your laptop, computer, and go back and spend a time with your family. Whenever you will come back on your laptop or whatever the screen you are using, and you will see the entire answers will be jotted down at a one single place. For example, if the different sections are there, like in the first year, right, the different groups are there, group wise, you can see the result, right? You will see the result in an analytic way. You will see the result in the pie chart way. Because by end of the day, you have to share the result with your administrator also. So it's very easy for all the educators. You just focus the same way you, prepare your lesson plan before you enter into the class, right? And you set up the question paper also. The same way you can do it. You can set up the time also. So for example, you want to conduct the exam between 3 to 4 p.m. You click onto at the time 3 p.m. You enable that option. and send them the confirmation that the exam has started, automatically the link will open. Whatever they have received one day before, they will open that link will open by 3 o'clock, and by 4 o'clock, it will get closed also. So it will automatically, the auto features, right, with the help of artificial intelligence. So now I'm going to show you how to create the exam, and it's very easy. Let me do that. I just click onto the forms in front of you. It is coming up. Yes, you can create the form, write the question paper from here, or you want to get the existing form. Yes, you can get it from here also. So right now I will show you how you can, create the question paper. So let me university, right? And let me save it. It will come onto the screen, and let me expand the screen also just for the better view for everyone. Yes, Punjabi University, and today is what? 11th May, and this is for first year science subject. Whatever, it is up to you. You know better than me on this, and you want to add some image, right? For example, your university image or related to the subject, you can bring it from OneDrive, or you can upload also from the browser. But right now I'm not going to do. And here, when I click onto the add new, it will ask, the few options. You want to make them, give them the multi-choice question or into the text form, or you want to, let me delete it again and show you again, or you want to run any kind of quiz. Yes, so let me, show you how. So for example, student name and long answer over here. And let me add up, right, the multi-choice question. So for example, how was the session today? Example, I'm just giving example. For example, good or bad. When I just type bad and good, you can see over here, my system will automatically, give me the option poor, very good, exceptional, or excellent, whatever. So it is up to me what all options I have to bring, multiple answers, right? And I can add more question, but right now I'm just adding, added, one question, which is the student name, which is mandatory to fill. And this also is mandatory, right? Any of the option the student has to pick up. And let me see how the preview looks like of this question paper in the computer. And let me see how it looks like into the mobile phone also. And now I'm going back and I want to add the theme, because themes are very important, the colors in the life, which you have to keep add, for your students. Let me see, how the preview looks like. Okay. Let me go back and share it. It will ask two options. You want to share this link internal in your organization, and I would always suggest to my education customers to share this option also. Select this option because the security will be there, and the question paper will remain the same in your campus, right? No one can answer this out of the campus, right? But right now, let me click, and anyone with this link can respond. Let me copy this link, right? And I want to send the barcode also. It is up to me. Whether I want to send via mail, right? It is up to me. Or, there are other options which are available. Let me show you while creating this. Just a second. While creating this, there is a more option where, there is a multilingual languages are there. So for example, you want to make the question paper in Punjabi, Hindi, English, Kannada, Malayalam, whatever is there. But hopefully in Punjabi University, English, Hindi and Punjabi, these are the three languages which are a part of that, right? So now I'm ready, to send the link to my moderators also. And let me click it over here. Let me click. My moderators, please try, to fill up this. My moderators, are you there? Right? Please try to fill up. So I will, show, to everyone that how, we can capture, the answers, right, under one screen. Okay. So they are just filling up, and let me come on the Microsoft Teams again on the same window where, we have created the form, and you can see there is one response which has come, right, from one of my moderator, right? What I have asked, right, the student name and how was the session today. And these are the options which I have given, and he has mentioned, excellent. Now the second response has come from Tarnesh also, my second moderator. So this is an Excel sheet. Let me open the Excel sheet and show you, the entire result will be the entire, and the answer sheet, right, depend on the questions which you have given to your students will come over here. It is coming up. It takes a little bit of time to come. Yes, the Excel sheet has opened, and you can see the exam has started by 121 and they have replied. And the name of the student I have asked, Dharanjit Singh. The another question I have asked, how was the session today? Excellent, right? So no need to open every time the Excel sheet. For example, if any kind of quiz is going on, any kind of live exam you are conducting, right? Automatically, the students or whatever the answers will start coming over here, right, into the Excel sheet. So it is basically, the live part which is coming over here with the help of Microsoft Teams window. So now I'm going to close this Excel sheet, and in this way, you can conduct your exams also. So what you have done, you conducted a session with your students, and after that there is a small exam you want to conduct, and you can see there are 4 responses which has come, right? Sumit Garg sir has responded, Reniko Rani ma'am has also responded, right? So see, the result, the answers are keep coming over here, and no need to sit and stick with your laptop and the computer and wait that all your entire 10,000 student, for example, or whatever the class is there, and wait and watch, right? You just give them the link for the question paper, enable the time, and come back. Or you can do as a teacher, what is the answer of the question against whatever the question you have typed, right? You can only see, but the student can see when they will submit the answer sheet. They can see, oh, for the 5th question, this was the answer, and I have mentioned incorrectly. So this is how you can make it, right, the remote working, remote learning, or remote, the virtual classes more interactive when this COVID is going on, and after the COVID also. So let me go back and just show you, the other features also, like the calls. If you want to do the calls, right, to your colleagues, right, you can do it from here. Right now you can see all the people internally in my organization. I can see all the files, which this is the file, Punjabi University. See, the same Excel sheet has come over here. This is what we have created 2 minutes back. So whatever the recent files, it is a part of your Microsoft Teams. So no need to go anywhere, click on the Windows button and see what is there. And here again the 3 dots, more applications, right? 150 applications which are a part of that, and it is up to the student or the faculty, whatever the application they can bring over here. So this is how you create the classes and start taking the classes, right, virtually with the help of OneNote or with the help of PowerPoint. There are the tools which are ready available for you on the PowerPoint presentation or onto the Microsoft Teams, where you just has to use that. Let me see and go back onto the science subject. Let me see if Neeti has added me over there or not. Just a second. Where is that Teams window? Science subject. Science subject, yes. Manage team. Yes, now she has added me as the owner also, because she has created at her end and added me as the owner, right? So this is how you can control. See, because she has created and make me the owner at that point of time. When I by mistake, right, I make myself as the team member, right, the member, right, I have not able to change my status from the member to owner. So let's take an example. If I am the student, right, and I can't make myself as the owner because everything is under control at the admin end. This is how it's very safe, right? It's a one time when the student has to create the Microsoft IDs, and in that are channel partners across India who are there, who are helping in terms of creating the IDs, right, for the entire university or for the college or the institution. So that's it from my side. I know lots of you has replied right via chat window, and I will connect with Vishal and my team who is already here right onto the on this platform. Raina Tak, who is the territory channel manager, right, take care of the Chandigarh and the entire Punjab, along with the Himachal and the J&K. And Namrita Chuk, who is handling, the Chandigarh and the Punjab territory. She's already on this bridge, and Tarnesh is there, right, Vishal? So they will be in touch with you, right, from the Microsoft Teams standpoint, and the different plans which are a part of that, right, which you can opt, right, like the A3 and the A5 plan along with the A1, and it will go on the basis of one faculty, 40 students are getting the same benefits of A3 plan. So one faculty, 40 students are getting the same benefits, whether it's a Microsoft Tools application, which includes Teams also, which include, the Windows 10 A3 upgrade, which includes the security features like the Azure Active Directory P1 plan, Azure Information Protection P1, Advanced Threat Analytics, Minecraft license, and there are productivity calcs like the SharePoint, Exchange, and the Windows Server. So lots of things as an entire package, and there is also a umbrella which Microsoft is giving along with that, which is the EduCloud program powered by Microsoft 365, and with a bunch of benefits, right, to the entire university or to the entire institute. So that's it from my side, and thank you so much for attending this session. I know we have started a little bit late because there was a confusion, because I was aware of 250 to 350 participants, but after that I got to know there are more than 400 participants will be there. That's the reason we have changed the link and converted into the live webinar. And whatever the session you have attended on the live webinar today, more up to 10,000 participants can join in one go. And on the Microsoft Teams platform, which is the virtual classes which you will conduct, you can go up to 250. Microsoft is trying to convert into 350 to 500 also. I can manage right now because it is into the testing mode. 350 participants, we can easily get it onto the Microsoft Teams platform, but we are trying to get more. But yes, 10,000 is the live webcast where 10,000 students, including the faculty members, can join, and your VC or whoever is there can address in one go the same way I have addressed to all of you on the Microsoft Teams platform. And I just want to add last thing, that there are so many things, right, onto the Microsoft tools. I know lots of people who are already using the existing tools, right, the Office 2010, Office 2013, and those features are not a part of that because those are the end-of-life products from the Microsoft side.